That's, you know what, the droid is more of like a closer one because it doesn't say Nerd World News. It kind of does the whole corporation thing.
Oh.
Do you notice that?
No, I didn't really pay attention.
We'll play that again later. We'll play that again later so we can look through.
Well, because I know you like the alien.
I do like the alien. Well, that's that's the closing graphic these days.
Yeah.
And I'm getting used to it, so it's all good. But guess what, guys? Guess what? Guess what, my friends and family out there? I'm going to go over to comments now.
Because chances are people...
Nobody's saying anything to us yet.
No, but there's 3 people watching.
Yay! All right. So it is Monday. It is 8 o'clock. And if it's Monday, 8 o'clock, guess what? It's Mighty Monkey's Nerd World News. And I am your host, Remy LeBeau. With me, as always, is my fearless companion, Anna Maria. And it's so good to see both of you today.
Remy LeBeau, is he Gambit?
That's Gambit. And Anne Marie is...
Rogue.
There you go.
Yay! But I'm like, Remy LeBeau. I'm like, wait, that's Gambit.
Peter's on board. Elizabeth is on board. Batman John is on board. James Bourne is on board. John is on board. And Dee is here. Look at this. We have a cavalcade of all of our favorite people on board with us tonight so far. It's so good to see you guys. I hope all is well. And hope you're having fun. Hope you're having a great day so far. You still feel short?
Yes.
I'm sorry to hear that, I suppose. All right, give me just a second here. I have got to click on a thing. I'm going to click on another thing, and then I'm going to I'm going to ruin that because I'm not my own cameraman these days. And guess what, friends? It's Nerd World News time. Our top story tonight, jumping over to the storyboard of doom and fun, Richard Branson has succeeded. Virgin Galactic Spaceship 2 Unity number 22 launched with Branson on board. This is an article by Tariq Malik on space.com. Update. He has succeeded. On July 11th, Virgin Galactic made a giant leap towards commercial suborbital spaceflight. The company launched its first fully crewed flight of its Spaceship 2 spaceplane, the Unity, with a special passenger on board, the company's billionaire founder, Richard Branson. Branson and 3 crewmates and 2 pilots launched on the historic flight after being carried into launch position by Virgin Galactic's carrier plane, the VMS Eve. They will take off from the company's home port in Spaceport America in New Mexico, and they had a live webcast chronicling the flight. Space.com has video on that, so if you get a chance to check it out, if you did not see it yesterday, please feel free to do that. They began the webcasting of the mission around 10:30 in the morning on Eastern Standard Time. The crew walked out to the ship an hour earlier. The mothership had released Unity at 11:20 a.m. and the landing occurred 15 minutes later at 11:35. It looked like it was a fun webcast. Now, guess who was the host of the webcast? It was none other than late-night talk show host Stephen Colbert, with singer Khalid debuting his new single, The New Normal, during launch. Former Canadian Space Agency astronaut Chris Hadfield and future Virgin Galactic astronaut Kelly Girardi, who will be launching with a research flight in 2022. They offered live commentary along with Virgin Galactic's Veronica McGowan. Keep an eye on that. The billionaire space race is heating up as Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos join the crowd. Elon's SpaceX team has been making several successful launches lately, and Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin is going to be flying very soon. Let's jump back over to comments at this point. I'm going to click that button there. We survived. Let's see, Elizabeth survived Ornament Premiere Week. So
at Hallmark?
At Hallmark, yeah, I can imagine.
Ooh, any Baby Yoda, Elizabeth?
Oh boy, here you go. Don't feed her addiction, Elizabeth. Don't do it.
Hey, I'm feeding her addiction for comics.
Well, there's that. There's that. James wants to know even better now that the news is on. He's feeling good because Nerd World News is on board. Let's see what we got. John Perringale, thank you for the Back to the Future podcast. I enjoyed those. Which wait, we're starting to dive into some Mel Brooks movies next. I know Mel Brooks movies and Monty Python movies. Just don't do it for Tanya, I've noticed.
Yeah, well, I know you guys took most of the conversation on the podcast yesterday.
Juno, stop that.
She tried to
Juno was trying to get in on the podcast the hard way by going through my desk to get
Yay,
there.
Tyler, more Baby Yoda. You get to live today.
All right. Now, speaking of my human sidekick over here to my left, it is time for her to do her thing.
Let me put my phone down.
You're going to put your phone down?
Yes, I'm playing Merged Dragons.
Merged Dragons. Thank you,
Nancy.
Thank you, Nancy. Appreciate that. Happy belated birthday, but thank you for the
Happy birthday, Sean. Happy birthday, Nancy.
And happy birthday, Sean. We're going to get to that later.
Okay.
All right, let me just press this button here, and now we're going to bring the camera
All the way
over.
over.
All the way
All
over.
the way over. Okay.
I can't. Okay, see, this is not. I'm sorry for that. I'm not a professional camera person.
Oh, hold on. There we go.
There you go. Get in there. Get in there. Do the thing. Do the thing.
Okay, our first comment for the week is specifically I picked for Elizabeth Rice. Doctor Who Missy number 4. Celebrate the 50th anniversary of The Master with a unique graphic novel starring fan favorite Missy. Missy's up to her old tricks, but this time she's not alone. How will the Doctor survive this latest maniacal plot in the special story celebrating the 50th anniversary of The Master? It features the 3rd and the 12th Doctor battling their iconic nemesis. Keep your eyes out for the other Time Lords.
There you go.
On your own, Christopher. Wonder Woman number 775. Welcome to the graveyard of the gods, Wonder Woman. The keeper of the ground anticipates your arrival. Do I have to say Themyscira? No.
Themyscira.
Themyscira. Yeah.
Themyscira.
Okay. Many entered these hallowed grounds of the DCU, but
Here,
none.
let me do it this way.
But
What do you put
nothing.
on your eyes? What kind of makeup do you put on your eyes?
Eyeshadow.
Mascara.
But none
You should just say
Richard.
the mascara.
Yes.
What? I'm just trying to help. Yes, dear.
Hold back. Many entered these hallowed grounds of the DCU, but none returned to the world of the living. Okay, I gotta go this way.
Yes.
So how is Diana supposed to save herself, let alone the whole pantheon of the gods? With her weapons rendered useless, she'll have to find the key to victory within. Plus, in a seemingly happier time, young Diana emerges from her readings just in time to discover that Cleo has been possessed by the very text they wish to save. How could the pursuit of knowledge become something so twisted? Find out as our young hero battles for her life against her former teacher. Third one, Valkyrie Saviors number 1. Chirp, chirp, chirp. An epic new tale in the Patriotica verse because some things in it are too big to contain in one series. College students by day, kaiju-sized Valkyrie warriors by night. Larissa, Valkyrie of the Tides, is the only one of Freya's forces who remains to fight the evil Zodiac gods. Can she find new recruits in time to stop them? Inspired by various manga and anime, Valkyrie Saviors has action, Norse mythology, beautiful warrior maidens, comedy, and more. But yet, there's more!
Wait.
And last but not least, Excalibur number 22, The Tower in the Storm. With Captain Britain and Excalibur reunited, Otherworld is their domain. An escort mission reveals deep political unrest among Saturnine's court, and a brutal sacrifice bears fruit. So
Nice. That was cool. I'm
Yeah.
going to just click this button now.
click that button
And
now
we're going
and
to
then move it.
slide that back over. One of these days,
Slide to the
we're
slide.
going to have like a professional camera crew and a proper set and everything, and we won't
Really?
know what to do with ourselves.
As James said, let her
Let her
actually
do the thing.
do the
Yeah, it's
thing.
because I'm trying to stop Juno from playing with her freaking squeaky toy while we're on the
That's
air.
okay. She can play with her favorite squeaky toy. It keeps her amused.
Yes, I know, but still.
I know it annoys you, but
Well, I'm trying to do a thing at the
Yeah.
moment. See, I'm trying to do
let
a
her
thing.
do her thing.
Let her do her thing while I'm doing my thing,
Yes.
and then do the thing cacophony kind of a stuff. Friends and family, this is where we would then run right over to our buddy James Irish, but James is a little bit on vacation this week. He's taking a
Yes.
much-deserved break. He did have a message for you guys. Let me call that
No
up.
podcast this week. However, he does have a blog.
He does have a blog coming out. And it's going to be more of a personal nature of his experiences with FC3. So make sure you catch out our Patreon. What's Patreon, do you say? Patreon is a great way to support who we are and what we do. I'm going to bring up an email address and a link. Boom, there it is. That email address, as you guys well know, is how you get a hold of me. So if you ever have questions, if you have topics that you want us to cover, anything that you would want us to look into, absolutely send a message to me and I will see what I can do to get the team to look into it. Now, below that is our link tree and linktr.ee/Mighty Monkey. All right, our entire digital presence is on that page. You can find our website. You can find our podcasts, plural. You can find, hey, you can buy us a coffee. You can find our social media, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, stuff like that. And you can find Patreon, which is where it's a great way to support our work and what we do to try and bring you the very best in entertainment. And that leads over to the Flower City Comic-Con, which is coming at you like a spider monkey, September 25th and 26th of this year at the Total Sports Experience in Gates. So, however,
on August 7th and 8th,
before we do that,
we have mini-con.
We have a
at
mini-con.
Research Mall.
This is just as a recent thing. We just recently, within the past couple of weeks, decided we're going to do a mini-con. So Brian is working hard to make that happen for you, and that will be at the Greece Ridge Center Mall.
Yes.
So we hope we get a chance to lay some eyes on you that weekend and get a chance to see you and get a chance to catch up with folks we have not seen in a very long time. I'm looking at you, Elizabeth. Anyway, moving on. And Anthony Bacchetta is on board in the comment section. Hey, you doing, Tony? Good to see you. Also this week on Wednesday is the 201st episode of FC3 Monkey Business, where, as I mentioned earlier, we are talking about the Mel Brooks sci-fi classic Spaceballs. So hey, everything we are is there. Go to Patreon. If you see a sponsorship level that works for you, please feel free to sign up. And if you don't, let us know and we'll customize something for you. Also, part of the fun there is James's blog, where he talks about video games and his personal experiences with a lot of different things. So it's kind of a cool thing to mention. Now, I'm going to be clicking on, and there's going to be another link popping up. I'm going to be joining Roll for Chaos on their Twitch stream tomorrow night, Tuesday. That will be the 13th at about 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Roll for Chaos. How, Chris, did you get messed up with that group? Well, here's what's happening. On the 31st, I'm going to be joining them for a one-shot of a tabletop role-playing game. All right, it's being play tested at this point, and these guys are so fun. I can't believe the conversations we've been having alone today are just a lot of good fun. But they have their little Tuesday talk show, Roll for Chaos, and you can find them on their link tree. And they have a Twitch channel, RF Chaos, and I will be joining them tomorrow night at about 9:30 Eastern. Their show starts around 9. They're going to be having another interview before that, so feel free to tuck in early and hang out late. And I will be joining them, and that will be a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to that. Now, all the business stuff out of the way. Hey, Doctor Who in 55 years and beyond. The gang is on board. Hello, FC3 crew and fans. Good to see you guys as well. And John mentions it's Spaceballs, the podcast. Absolutely.
Deanna said something up a little bit. She's like, ooh, Mel Brooks movies.
Can't wait.
So, Deanna, I think you need to be on the next podcast with us so you can actually join in on the conversation, because I didn't really have much to say. I was doing trivia in the background.
You didn't do the homework. The last time you watched Spaceballs was how long ago?
5, 6,
5-6 years, 7 seats. So there you go.
Yeah,
there's the thing.
I've only seen it once.
I am now going to take a moment to jump back into the storyboard. Okay. And here we go, kids. Off and running. Boom, there she is. Black Widow snags a $215 million opening, the biggest since the pandemic began. The debut was the third highest for a Marvel movie origin story. So it's one of the big ones. Marvel superhero movie Black Widow raked in an estimated $215 million worldwide at the box office in its opening weekend. Disney announced Sunday the debut represents the largest domestic box office opening since the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic and Marvel's third highest domestic opening for an origin story after Black Panther and Captain Marvel. The latest installment of the Marvel Cinematic Universe made its worldwide debut Friday in movie theaters and on the Disney Plus streaming service, the latter with a $30 premiere access fee. But apparently, the theater was the place to see the movie for many fans, including Tanya and I, as the movie earned $80 million at the domestic box office, $78 million in international box office receipts, and more than $60 million through Disney Plus Premier Access worldwide.
$60 million through Disney Plus Premier?
People wanted to see the movie. They waited
$30 each.
They've waited a year and a half to see this movie.
Holy
think of it this way. $30 is a bargain if you got a family of 3 or 4.
If you have a family of 6.
Family of 6, it's an even bigger bargain. So you've got to figure there's got to be people who had watch parties out there.
Yeah, I mean, granted,
stacked them into the house.
For the 4 tickets and the 2 things of popcorn, it came to $40 for the 4 of us. So that actually wasn't too bad.
Yeah. Black Widow's strong performance this weekend affirms our flexible distribution strategy of making franchise films available in theaters for a true cinematic experience, and as COVID concerns continue globally, providing choice to consumers who prefer to watch at home on Disney+. That was a quote by Kareem Daniel, chairman of Disney Media and Entertainment Distribution, and a statement he made over the weekend. Black Widow follows Natasha Romanoff played by Scarlett Johansson, on an espionage-tinged quest as she unravels a conspiracy linked to her past in the wake of 2016's Captain America Civil War. The film was set to come out in May of 2020, but the pandemic forced Disney to delay the long-awaited solo adventure multiple times. Well, like I mentioned, Tanya and I went to go see it Friday night with our friends Sean and Nancy, and apparently my friends Jim and Mona too. But we didn't realize that
they were behind us
until they were sitting behind us until after the movie was done. But that, you know, but guys, it was good. It was really, really good. And if you get an opportunity to see it, I recommend it. And not only Scarlett, but here's the thing: Marvel. I'm going to say something very nice about Florence Pugh, Pugh. I feel bad about massacring names. I don't like doing it on a regular basis. But she played the supporting character, and this is not a spoiler in any way, shape, or form, but she is Elena, which is apparently not Natasha's kind of adopted little sister. All right. So just as good as Scarlett Johansson on screen. This woman has great presence. She's an up-and-coming actress. You've got to keep an eye on this girl. She is going to be something special. Now, in true Marvel fashion, everybody was amazing. The entire cast, even right down to some of the stunt doubles and the mooks that were getting beat up in the background. These guys were just so good. The action was great. I'm not going to spoil or anything, but it was a good story, and you will enjoy it if you're into Marvel movies. So that's a thing, and we're going to move on, and I'll be right back to, after this next story, I'll jump into the comment section for a little bit. So, guys, check this out. Boom! Who's that fella? Oh, that'd be none other than Aang. Why is Aang, the Airbender, the Avatar, up and running? Guess what? He is going to be becoming a Paramount Plus exclusive. If you haven't heard of Avatar: The Last Airbender at this point, we can only say you're missing out, dude. The hit Nickelodeon series dominated the airwaves back in the day, and its recent return to Netflix elevated Aang to his current superstar status. But as it turns out, it will not be much longer before Avatar returns home to a new streaming service. The update was given today by none other than Brian Robbins, the president of Nickelodeon and curator of family programming at Paramount Plus. The executive spoke with The Hollywood Reporter about the new streaming platform, and it was confirmed that Avatar will one day call Paramount Plus home exclusively. When asked whether shows like Avatar and iCarly will be taken off of Netflix in the future, Robbins did not hesitate in saying they will. Yes, and it's not like this is some secret that we're pulling the wool over anybody's eyes or anything else. He's quoted as saying they're happy to have the content and they understand the strategy. We're very upfront about it. As you can tell, Robbins is confident about the future of Avatar, and it includes Paramount Plus in a big way. Of course, fans are also expecting The Legend of Korra to hop over to the new platform once its predecessor makes its move. The sequel was brought to Netflix just weeks after Avatar hit the catalog last summer. But in the face of Paramount Plus and its successful launch, well, things will be changing again soon. Of course, there's more on the horizon for Avatar, as you may know. It was announced recently, and I believe we covered it on Nerd World News, that Nickelodeon helped found Avatar Studios with the show's original creators in the hopes of expanding the franchise. Robbins stressed the team is on our way to a full-fledged franchise strategy, creating films and spin-offs out of Avatar. After years of silence, so if you thought Paramount Plus was going to bury Aang and the gang, well, you can think again, kids. What do you make of this admission? We want to hear what you have to say about that. Are you surprised by Paramount's desire to bring Avatar home? Share your thoughts with us in the comment section and let us know what you think about that. All right, and as I promised, we're going to jump back into the comment section real quick. Tyler goes on to say he loved the show, even Legend of Korra. He spelled it right, Korea, the Legend of Korea. And then he corrected himself. Good man, Tyler. All right. And Batman John wishes everybody stay safe and healthy. We can't wait to see you, Batman John. We hope you get a chance to come up in September to visit with everybody. Elizabeth Rice is going to go on to make a comment about what's been going on. She goes, wish every studio didn't need their own streaming service these days. Kidding. We agree with you on that one, dear. And James goes on to say the Airbender movie didn't do the franchise any favors. Yeah, M. Night Shyamalan should not have been in charge of that one. Let's see. And is that you on FC3? Or is that Ann or D?
It's got to be Ann or D.
We miss you guys. But anyway, whoever's controlling us at the moment, yeah, eventually it's going to be just as bad as cable. Yeah, and that's the thing. If you look at it, but here's the thing. And we talked, my first job out of college back in the mid-90s was working for Time Warner Cable here in town. And they were talking early on about a la carte, which never really came to fruition truly. But, picking the channels you want. And people's bills kept getting bigger and bigger. And I'm talking about this more right now because we actually, hey, Dan, because we've covered it in a podcast. The thing is, your streaming bill might be almost the same size as your regular cable bill, but at least you're getting what you want for a change of pace.
No kidding.
That's got to help a little bit, I would say.
We totally guessed wrong in regards to who was controlling the FC3.
Yes, we did.
I knew it probably wasn't Deanna because she doesn't have the access back to the FC3 page yet.
That's true.
Hint, hint, Dan.
All right, but let me just go ahead and click over here. And guess what, guys and girls, boys and girls, dudes and dudettes? It is time for some birthdays. All right, my friends, today, Monday, July 12th, none other than activist Malala Yousafzai. I probably massacred that name too. Wrestler Brock Lesnar, actress Michelle Rodriguez, and Fleetwood Mac.
Christine McVie. I did see that on
I'm also supposed to say happy birthday to our chief of security and man about town and master of folk dancing, Sean Ryersey. Happy birthday, young man.
You say it's your birthday.
On Tuesday, July 13th, we say happy birthday. This is going to be a legendary day. All right. Tomorrow is going to be huge. Harrison Ford.
Holy cow.
Patrick Stewart, Cheech Marin, and director Cameron Crowe. That's a huge lineup.
I didn't know the last one.
Think of, the Almost Famous movie about the kid, his rise through Rolling Stone and whatnot. He's directed quite a few movies, Cameron Crowe. Great director, good dude. All right, moving on. Wednesday, the 14th of July, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, actress Jane Lynch, Dan Reynolds from Imagine Dragons, and actor Matthew Fox is having a birthday. On Thursday, the 15th, Diane Kruger, actor Forrest Whitaker, Fluffy himself, Gabriel Iglesias, and Terry O'Quinn from Lost, and maestro of the guitar, Joe Satriani. Friday, July 16th, we say happy birthday to Corey Feldman, Rosa Salazar, Michael Flatley, the Lord of the Dance, and Phoebe Cates, who to this day has one of the greatest sequences in summer movie history. Just saying. And now we're going to switch on to Saturday, the 17th. We say happy birthday to Angela Merkel, Donald Sutherland, Alex Winter, and Billy Lord. Rounding out the week on Sunday, the 18th, we say happy birthday, Vin Diesel, Priyanka Chopra, Kristen Bell, and a newly minted astronaut by the name of Sir Richard Branson. If it's your birthday this week, guys, happy birthday. Hope you get a chance to spend it with friends and family. And James Bourne brings up a very good point. News broke earlier today. We say rest in peace to wrestler Paul Orndorff, who I believe he was born in 72 years old. He passed away this afternoon. And I'm sure there will be tributes and articles aplenty rising up through the ether of the internet later this week as that is talked about at length. It gets confusing to find which show is on which service. Yeah, it's really starting to be that way. We're circling back to that particular thing. But anyway, guys, we run out of things to talk about. So for Tanya and for Dan at home, for Deanna, for Ann, and for Brian, and for myself, my name is Chris. You guys have a great week. Have a safe week. And we will talk to you again next week.
Done.